For many people, when they're getting into their senior years, it's particularly challenging to envision the idea of selling their home, even if they'd like to, because they don't know where to go next. And so they're frozen. We've come up with at least a few different solutions that have taken all the pressure off up front. We've put together a guide that would be useful for senior citizens regarding their homes, their alternatives, and it's available, no charge, upon request. Give us a call, send us an email, the information's down below, and we'll be glad to get it in the mail to you promptly. Right now, there's so much uncertainty in the economy about taxes and about the future of where prices are going that it's confusing to many of our senior citizens. And though they're sitting on a lot of equity, no one's discussed with them ways that they can free it up. For many people, about half of their equity is tied up in their real estate properties. Many people haven't given a thought as to ways to free it up or make better use of it. One of the services which we've provided for years is to share information with people that open up alternatives for them to consider. Freeing up the equity one way or another can make for a much easier and more enjoyable life, obviously. It doesn't always necessarily require the sale of a home, which most people assume. There are many different alternatives. As far as the sale of a home, many seniors are reluctant to do that because of the financial consequences that they anticipate or what they've been advised to do or not to do by a well-meaning family or other people. They're told by their family, don't sell, because if you sell, you're going to have to pay $500,000 to the government. I want that $500,000. That's what it comes down to. They're going from hand to mouth. They really don't have the money. They can't travel anymore. And if any emergency comes up, they have to dip into very little savings left. In the meanwhile, they've got property that's worth $3 million, which the kids are looking forward. Now, parents are in their 80s. What if they're on for another 15 years? And for many people, it's a reluctance to change. They're comfortable where they are, and it's difficult to anticipate being anywhere else. There's also a function of energy. For some people, living in their home for as long as they have, it's easier to just let things stay the way they are. And they figure when they have to move, they will. And so they wait another 10 years, but then they discover they don't have nearly as much enthusiasm and energy as they did 10 years earlier. So the process is harder, and the challenges are not as easy to overcome than it would have been had they done the exact same move 10 years earlier, solving the problem well in advance, and they could have been doing traveling and spending a lot more time with their kids. Sometimes they haven't considered it from a broader perspective, and we don't have a built-in bias one way or another other than to be helpful. So we try to take into consideration in the counseling process as many different angles as we are able, and customize, of course, to what the priorities and the concerns of the individual, because that's what our prime focus is. I'm Michael Edlen, and I'm a seniors residential real estate specialist. I've been doing this specializing for more than 20 years. It's my passion to be helpful to senior citizens in any way possible, particularly helping them stay in their homes much longer and safer and economically feasibly. Call or email me today and we'll get you a copy in the mail promptly. Or if you have any particular questions, let me know and we'll set up a time to discuss it one-on-one. Thank you.